Alright, enough about the first wave. Spain and Portugal may be first, but what about the new kids on the block? Today, let's talk about the British and Dutch empires. Let's begin with the most important of the two, the Dutch. That's right, Britain. You think I forgot about 1776 and 1812? I hold grudges. Also, if you're thinking the British Empire, oh, the largest empire of all time, that's in the next period. That's not this British Empire. This British Empire is another trading post empire. Wait until they start to industrialize, then they're going to be a problem for everyone else. So, the Dutch. When you think of the Dutch in AP World History, you should think about this. That's right, the Verenigde Oost-Indische Compagnie. That's right, the VOC, the Dutch East India Trading Company. This is the most successful company of all time. Bigger than Apple. Bigger than Amazon, bigger than GameStop, bigger than FREEMAN-PEDIA itself. It serves as the blueprint for how a joint stock company should be run. Back in 1602, the VOC was incorporated and given a royal monopoly on all trade in Asia. Most of these compagnies were chartered for one trip to one place one time. The VOC, it was chartered for 21 years for all trade in the Indian Ocean, and it lasted nearly 2 centuries. Their domination of Indonesia and their access to the Spice Islands there will make them filthy rich. The VOC itself was actually more like an overseas branch of the Dutch government. They had their own armies, printed their own money, fought in their own wars, and their flouts were doing all the heavy lifting in the Indian Ocean trade during this period as well. Think of Dutch flouts in the Indian Ocean like Amazon or UPS trucks, trading spices and everything else around the Indian Ocean and East Asian trade. Remember how Japan went full Sakoku? Everyone out! And wasn't letting anyone in or out and only traded in a few spots with just China and Korea? Nah, they loved the Dutch so much they built a special little island off the coast of Nagasaki called Deshima, where at certain times of the year, even the Dutch could trade in Japan. So if the Dutch are on the AP World Modern exam in May, it's going to have something to do with the Dutch East India Trading Company. Okay, last empire today, the British Empire. So the Dutch had the VOC, but the British also had a pretty powerful trading company, the British East India Trading Company and the British West India Trading Company. The British in this period are just another trading post empire. But notice where they put down roots. In the next period, India will become the jewel in their crown, along with a huge chunk of Africa. Even though it's not massive yet, the empire has everything. The Caribbean islands, Central American colonies, East Coast American colonies, Indian colonies, African trading posts, Atlantic islands. You know when you're playing Monopoly and people are just buying whatever properties they land on, but there's that one person who always ends up winning because they are strategically choosing their places for the long run? Well, that's Britain. They're playing the long game. So any trade route like the Indian Ocean trade or the transatlantic trade will have the British involved in some way, shape, or form. They're even using every form of coerced labor. They're using every style of ruling, from direct rule to company rule. Whatever you're talking about in this period, the British has you covered. But when the College Board asks you about the British Empire on the AP World History Modern exam, it's probably not this one. It's the one from Unit 6, the largest empire of all time. But don't think all these people are cool with the Europeans showing up and getting all in their business. Next up, we meet the challengers to state power from Unit 4. I'll see you tomorrow.